May the 8th, 1945. Unconditional surrender.
We may allow ourselves a brief period of rejoicing. But let us not forget for a moment the toils and efforts that lie ahead.
Ivy, a mother. To be honest, I can't say I'm that excited. Of course, I'm pleased it's all over. Well, for us at least. The things still seem bad out in the Far East. But we've survived. Bert, my son, the girls and me. Not to mention Billy, our very own evacuee. He's still here. No home to go back to, bless his little soul. Sometimes we thought, how much worse can things get? But I doubt it'll get better for a good while yet. We've all kept calm and carried on, as per the plan. Hazel's got her work, Lily's got her yank. We all cried buckets when Eileen lost her man. Mine was taken in Singapore. There's been little news of him. If he does come home, I'll try to look delighted, but to be honest, I can't say I'm that excited.
Mrs. Stock, the school teacher. I like it here. I think I'll stay. I grew up in a place a bit smaller than this, but having enough of the rural bliss, I packed up my bags and headed for the town. With missionary zeal, put on a teacher's gown. Got married, had children, 2 boys, don't you know. When the war came, I went with the school to Newbury in Berkshire. That was 6 years ago. My boys, both being men, went off to war. Both of them killed. I shall see them no more. My husband, he's been at some place called Bletchley Park. Surrounded by waffs, I expect his war's been a lark. The cat been away, the mouse doth play. But I like it here. I think I'll stay.
Harry, a working man. Off with their heads, that's what I say. Let's see an end to the order that was. Eastern Europe is liberated, it's our turn next. First off, nationalisation. No private ownership. Commonwealth for the common man. Fair shares for all. Free public health, free education. All paid for by the hard work of hard workers. So, say cheerio to the invoice shirkers. They may think that they can rule us, but now it's their turn to lose. Remember last time? Homes fit for heroes? Nothing but broken promises. So, wish them luck as you wave them goodbye. We've done all the work. Now it's their turn to pay. Off with their heads, that's what I say.
Hazel, a nurse and spinster of this parish. This has been our chance to show what we're worth. We've worked in the factories and driven the trains, manned the guns and ferried the planes. I've stepped up to the mark and filled a need. There's prisoners on the racecourse. I've been nursing some. Most of them are just boys, but like us, they bleed. You might say, why bother? They're only the Hun. But I say it's time for things to be turned around. The men's war is over, but ours has just begun. We'll all come to see just what some women have done. I've heard there's some that have even been spies. That will put paid to those tired old lies that all women do is cook and give birth. Yes, this has been our chance to show what we're worth.
Lily, an American bride-to-be. Don't you think it sounds so romantic? Bradley Cartwright, that's a name for a man. He comes from Berlin, Wisconsin, USA. His parents have a store there, and that's where we'll stay. I don't much like the name of the town, but soon we'll have a place of our own. He's going to build it with his own bare hands. Brad says it's a land of milk and honey, chances for everyone to work and make money, even the women, and that's no less than we're worth. Just as soon as he comes back from the war, we'll be married in a way, that's for sure. It's all going to be completely idyllic. Don't you think it sounds so romantic?
Otto, a prisoner of war. What has happened to my country? We should have stopped it, but we looked the other way. It was easier not to think, easier still to just obey. I didn't want to go to war. I didn't know what I was going for. I went because I was told to go, and now I am accused of things I did not do, but neither did I stop those things being done. So for me, the war has not been won. A nation is just an idea, and while it is not evil, the people who make it can be. This is what happened to my country.
Bert Hedges, a young man. Some might say it was a blessing in disguise. It's not a bundle of laughs having asthma, but I suppose it beats getting shot. Or worse. I put on a uniform when I joined the Home Guard, held a rifle, learnt all the drills, spent hours marching up and down the yard. But as action goes, it was short on throws. I spent my war effort confined to an office, in a shadow factory, making aircraft parts. There must have been dozens of places like ours. Lots of little cogs in a big war machine. The boss says we've all been heroes in our own way, but for me, there's been more lows than highs. Some might say it was a blessing in disguise.
Eileen, war widow. Sometimes it's best to just pack things away. He was so handsome in his uniform. Full of life too. A gallant, dashing flyboy. Well, what's a girl to do? We met up at the base and he asked me to dance. The rest was what you might call a whirlwind romance. I was pregnant before I knew it. People would ask, how will you manage if something happens? You'll be fine, I said. That's what I thought. She was born just a few minutes after Mr. Churchill's speech. So I called her Veronica Eileen. VE for short. I did what I thought was best for my child. The adoption papers were signed and filed and... No. I'll never forget the 8th of May. But sometimes it's best to just pack things away.
Hello, my name's Andy Kemp. I'm one of the directors at Greenham Common Control Tower. The characters you've just met all appear in a play called Half-Light, which has been written especially to commemorate VE Day. The play was scheduled to be performed in the tower as a part of an exhibition focusing on Newbury and area in World War II. The exhibition has been put together by a wonderful group of our volunteers, and the actors you've just seen are itching to give you their play. These things will happen, but to slightly misquote Dame Vera Lynn, while we know exactly where, we're not absolutely sure when. But they will happen. We will commemorate Victory in Europe Day, and hopefully before too long, also Virus Eradication Day. But for now, I invite you to join me in the nation's toast to the heroes of World War II. To all those who gave so much, we thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you from all of us. Thank you.